Hi, Mayor Pete. My name's Elias, and I'm an American Jew, and right now I'm horrified seeing Trump, what he's doing, giving Netanyahu the green light with his so-called peace plan, right? And recently I was actually visiting the occupied territories, and I met a Palestinian family in the village of Susia, and we met, and pretty soon after I arrived to this village, outside of their home, Israeli bulldozers came up to the village and demolished their home right in front of us. I was standing there with a 10-year-old Palestinian boy as we watched this all happen. And we know that annexation, if it happens, is going to make things way worse, both for Palestinians and for the young Israeli soldiers who are there upholding Jim Crow-like laws. And recently, I was really happy to see that you said if annexation happens, that you'll make sure the U.S. doesn't foot the bill. So I want to know, now that annexation is happening in full force, are you ready to commit to make sure the U.S. doesn't send a blank check to Israel?
Well, what we've got to make sure is that the U.S. is no longer, she can take my question. We need to make sure that the U.S. is pushing away from, not toward, annexation. So, for example, this so-called peace deal, which was, as far as I can tell, concocted with no input from Palestinians. Now, usually, if you're proposing a deal between two sides, you want to go ahead and talk to both of those sides before you go public.
Exactly. I'm totally
and there's no evidence
with you,
of that.
And so I'm wondering,
so
are you ready to commit
if I
now?
could just,
Sure.
So part of what I shared is that the U.S. cannot be promoting annexation like it is under this president. By the way, I'm not talking about withdrawing aid and withdrawing our support for Israel.
Okay, so you're not ready to actually.
What's that?
You're not willing to make good on your commitment.
Well, if you're asking me to commit to withdrawing American support for Israel, the answer is no.
I'm asking you about.
But what I will say is that in my administration, the Israeli government will get the message that we are not going to support those kinds of steps. They're bad for, in my view, they're bad for Israel. They're bad for Palestinians. They're bad for America. Now, we don't know what the state of play will be a year from now.
I asked you a yes or no
what
question.
We know.
Are you committed, yes or no, to withdrawing aid for the occupation?
I stand by what I said about this.
Just now or a couple months ago?
What's that?
A couple months ago you said that.
So if you were asking me whether, in light of the president's proposal, I would withdraw aid to Israel, the answer is no.
Okay, why did you go back on your plans?
That's consistent with what I said before.
You told the University of Chicago that if annexation is happening, which is happening right now, they're going to vote on it on Sunday, that if annexation happens...
And we have to make sure that we're a force to prevent that from happening.
Why do you make progressive policies and then not actually act on it?
If you'd like to get into a debate with me, I'm not sure this is our best format for that.
It's just really sad to see you walk back your policies.
Consistency.
That's why you don't have the progressive support that you want, because if you make progressive policies, they just get walked back.
I respect your activism and I appreciate your joining us.